boys and girls. London broil today. Now, well, that's not a cut of meat. It's really typically a, I guess, technique you would call it. It's basically just a top round. But I'm doing it on the Santa Maria, and we're gonna follow all the other rules. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean broil it. It just means sear, hot heat. So I'm gonna marinate it a little bit differently. And because typically with a London broil, you want to marinate at room temperature. So, hour, maybe 2, stuff like that. So I want to prepare my marinade ahead of time, just so all the flavors get in there. So we're not one note in anything, this and that. We're using, I'm making my fish sauce marinade. Now, I know a lot of people hear fish sauce and they're like, the fuck, on beef. But it's not, it's very umami. It's that flavor that keeps you wanting to take a bite, And we'll brighten it up with some herbs, some onions, some garlic, some lime juice, all that other good stuff. And we're just gonna let that sit and just stew together for the day. And then when it's time for our London broil, I actually do a preparation marinade, which I'll show you when it's time to do it. I just feel like it just helps that stuff. You want to tenderize that meat a little bit. And then we're gonna toss it on some crazy hot bed of coals on the Santa Maria. And I know you've heard a million times about flipping your steaks, but when you're cooking on high heat, sorry man, it's just, you have to flip them, and you gotta flip your steaks. That's how you avoid that gray layer on both sides. You get that beautiful color all the way through, you get that nice crust, all that, the whole Maillard reaction, all that other shit, all that science. But so that's how we're gonna do it. So anyway, let's build our marinade. So we have some Italian flat leaf, we got some oregano, got some thyme over here. I have a shit ton of garlic. What do I got? 2, 4, 6, like 8 cloves of garlic. We're gonna just lightly mince those up just to open everything up. And we got some scallions, got some grapeseed oil. Got green chili flake. I love green chili flake, man. I rarely even use my red pepper flake anymore. This stuff is awesome. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it at local spice shops, things like that. But this stuff, there's so much flavor. There's such a nice heat. This stuff is good. It's actually Hatch chilies. It's awesome. It's seriously awesome. But I mean, you can use red pepper flake, whatever, whatever you got. Then we got our fish sauce, lime juice, and I'm also gonna add just a little bit of stock. It's still in the fridge though. But anyway, first off, let's open up our herbs. I'm not even gonna take the stems off because we're gonna be wiping all this off of our meat anyway. So I got a few sprigs of thyme here. We have our flat leaf. Don't worry about stems, like I said. I'm just gonna rough chop it just to let everything open up, And our oregano, same thing. Nice and herby. Our garlic, again, just to open it up. I'm gonna chop it up like so. Pile that shit up. Wake it up. All right. So now, take our scallions. I just have 2 here. Again, rough chop these guys up. Right down to the bulbs. Throw that in there. Beautiful. Now, let me grab what I should have already grabbed. What is this? So we're gonna do 1/2 cup of oil. I'm using grapeseed. You can use olive, avocado. So we got a 1/2 cup of oil here. We're gonna do 1/4 cup of our fish sauce. Doesn't seem like much, but the shit's like dynamite, man. Watch it. Oh, just when that stuff hits, man, it just smells good. We're gonna do about 1/8 of a cup of lime juice. Since I already got them out, let's do like a tablespoon of green chili. We're not putting salt in our marinade because we are going to, you know, salt our meat and all that other good shit. Let me grab my beef stock here. It's hiding out on me. One sec. Oh man, excuse me. Woo! Green chilies coming at me. And we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of beef stock. Bone broth also works good. I would typically prefer bone broth in something like this over stock, but it's what I got. So that's what we're doing. And let me grab a spoon here. And we're just gonna give her a good mix up. That's it. That's all we're doing. Believe me, there is tons of flavor in that right there. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna put it in the fridge. Just gonna let it hang out together all day. Make friends, you know what I mean? And get it ready. So, and then what we'll do, we'll get our meat out, we'll get it laid in, we'll pour our stuff over it, and we're gonna perforate it while it's in the marinade. And then we'll just let it sit for an 1.5 hours or so. Room temperature, in a bag. Get her nice and going, get that flavor in there, tenderize it a little bit, you know, the juice, the lime juice, all that other good stuff. It'll work at it a little bit, and then we'll pull it out, we'll wipe it off, not rinse it off, just wipe it off. We don't want any of that big chunks on there because we are cooking with some crazy, crazy high heat. So we want to avoid burning anything. And the garlic will burn, the herbs will burn, especially at that kind of heat. So, because we're gonna be going direct coal on the Santa Maria. So we're just gonna shake it off, get everything hard off of there, hit it with some rub, and toss it on the Santa Maria. So we'll be back. All right, guys, let's do our marinade. So just got the camera out here. Just make it a lot easier. Got our beautiful top round here. And you know what? There's a couple of spots on here. I want to get rid of these real quick. So first of all, let's do this. And just take off the silver skin along the edge here. I don't want to eat it. Nobody does, that I know of anyway. Like so. A little piece here. And right here. Beautiful. Oh man, this little guy right here. It's a funny one. All right, now for real this time. Now we have our beautiful top round here. So we're gonna take our marinade. It's been sitting in the fridge. Oh man, does it smell good. We're gonna pour it right along top here. Get out all that good stuff. All right. Give her a couple tosses here. All right, so now we want to tenderize. Not to mention, we'll let some of that good flavor inside. So, our little saw device. Gonna go in a line. whatever gets stuck on there, push that into the meat. Real nice like. Same on the other side. Gotta get some of this big stuff out of the way for right now so I don't smash it into there. And I'm gonna turn it the other way. Make sure we have preparations going in each direction. So, beautiful. That's what I like to see right there. All right, so now, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of marinade, so it won't cover it. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna bag it. Just gonna use the bowl that we had, get some of the heavy out of it. Make our throat here. Set him right in there like that. Just kind of catch some of this stuff. Take our meat. Just throw that in there like so. And pour our marinade in it. Get all them goodies to go with it. Man, that smells good. Just like that. All right, so now I'm gonna give her some air real quick. Kind of flatten everything out. Piece of meat laying in there nicely. Just like that. We'll crack a corner here. Maybe. There we go. Seal her up. Nice and tight like. Just like that. All right, so I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. Or I'm sorry, not in the fridge. I'm just gonna leave this out here. Come by, flip it every little once in a while. I don't know, maybe halfway through, something like that. So 45 minutes, I'll come over, I'll give her a flip. And then we'll get cooking it. All right guys, let's cook some meat. So I got the Santa Maria already fired up out there. Smells ridiculous in here. I'm making a warm leek mushroom arugula salad, and I have the leeks and the mushrooms in there, and oh man, they smell good. So, but anyway, this is what we got. Shake it off the best I can into the bag. Try to get the bag off. Best you can anyway. All right. So there we got her. Grab myself some paper towel, blot it, and just wipe some of that big stuff off of there. Don't matter if a little bit hangs around, but just the big chunks, There we go. All right, so now, get this out of the way. And let's hit it with some rub. I'm just using, it's already been made up. It's just some pulverized meat meth. It's meat meth with just ground down finer, that's all. And I just keep this stuff in a shaker. just for when I want to use it. Occasions like this, I want to. So, something that's going over some serious heat, serious flame. Keep it nice and fine. Just kind of cut a meat like this. I want it to really soak in, really penetrate. So I'll keep it real fine on this. Give her a coat. Beautiful. Man, looks like I went a little heavy on the turmeric on this one batch, but oh well. It'll still be good. So what are we looking at here? All right. Just making notes of my grain now that I covered it all with rub. So, all right, I'm gonna let this hang out for a minute and we'll get her out on the grill. Let's cook. So this is what I got going on. Bring this down a little bit. Got a real hot bed, some glowing red, nice ashed over, and then I have my log, which is burning real nice, throwing that flavor up at us. You know what I mean? So, had this down, bathing a little bit, so just gonna give her a quick wipe. All right. We're going in hard. That'll work. All right, so here we go. Let's take this guy. You know, I like to bunch it up. Keep that meat nice and tight first. Less places for moisture to escape. Keep it nice and tight. It wants to tighten up anyway, you know? As soon as heat hits meat, it wants to tighten. So, I feel like we can get a little more in there. Let's do this. Looking around. So now I just want to keep flipping this. Now when I flip it, it's not going to look like I should have flipped it. But you keep doing it. It'll start building that crust, that marbleization will start happening, all that good stuff. Going about every 30 or so. Try to keep her tight for right now. You know what? We're going in even further. Just right there. I don't want to deal with any flare-ups, but if there is, you know, I'll just work through it, man. But that's getting some flavor right there. And this will ensure we have a nice cook all the way through that thing, man. Keep tightening it up until it doesn't want me to do it anymore. So, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep her close to that high heat. I'm going to just keep cooking it and keep flipping it. Just keep it moving until I'm where I want to be. So I'll go fast forward on this. All right, guys, so we just checked her out here. I'm going for a medium rare. I'm pulling about 126 in here, but she's riding much higher in all the other places. That's just that tough, a little bit of a tough section in there. So that's where we're going. So she is done because it's going to rest. So. Man. Looks good though. I like it. All right, I'm gonna keep this down here just to get that going. And let's get in there, see what we made. All right, let's dig in. that beautiful guy. And wherever I put my knife, there it is. Get this over here. All right, so we're going in like that. Let's do this. See what we made. Check it out, guys. Look at that. Even right through. Beautiful medium rare. Just rip it apart. Holy shit. That right there. So good. Damn. All right, that's it. That's all I got.